Today I'm going to talk to you about working out the stretch of a fabric. You might have bought a pattern and it might say you need to use a fabric with a 30% stretch, and you're probably thinking, how do I work that out? I will explain. You will need a 10 by 10 square of fabric. I recommend you cut out a 10 by 10 square fabric, especially if you are a beginner, because then you'll be able to store this, note it down, and start to get a reference of all different samples of fabric and know how much everything stretches and in what way, and therefore you'll be able to use the correct pattern. If you are a pro and just wants to know the stretch of a fabric, you can hold the fabric at 0 and along the ruler at 10 and just stretch and note how much it's stretching. But if you are a beginner, I do recommend you starting with a 10 by 10 square. Once you have this 10 by 10 square, you are going to hold it, like I've said, onto the ruler and literally pull. You're not going to pull for your life and it's going to go, oh, breaking point. You're just going to pull it, and when you start to feel that resistance, that's the point you're going to stop and you're going to note down what it's at. For example, if you pulled and it only went from 10 centimeters to 12 centimeters, you know that it's increased by 2 centimeters, and you simply add a 0 onto the end and you know it's increased by 20%. If you pull from 10 to 15 centimeters, you know that's 5 centimeters, it's 50%. And likewise, if you pull from 10 centimeters all the way up to 20, you know you've got 100% stretch. As a general guide, if your fabric goes from 0 to 25% stretch, I would use that fabric in corsetry and in any structured garment. If your fabric pulls between 20 to 50%, I would use this fabric as soft bras for the smaller cup and into briefs. If your fabric pulls between 50 and 100%, I would use this fabric into briefs, bralettes, bras, but you need to line it, and also shapewear. And the last one is an ultra high stretch, which means your fabric stretches 100% plus. And again, this would be into shapewear, anything with comfort and to feel that second skin of fabric for lingerie design. And there you go, how to simply measure the stretch of a fabric.